Earth signs, I know. It's the end of the month. Almost, okay? And I'm just now telling you what's going down in November. But this is just for the last 2 weeks of November. And the last week of November, I will hook you up what's going to go down in December, okay? This is the first month I've done these, so it was really experimental at this point. But I do have some information for you, Earth signs, that I think you will find to be very beneficial. So I'm going to do the introduction and I'm going to tell you all about it. Hey guys, it's me. It's QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody that you know. That's an earth sign that wants to hear about this. Earth, sun, moon, and rising will be able to get something out of this reading. Okay, so if you would like to get a private personal reading done that goes more in detail into your own, personal life, please email me or hit me up on social media. All of my information is underneath this video. If you would like to send me a gift, my Amazon wish list is underneath this video. If you would like to send a donation to the channel, all donations are greatly appreciated. My Cashapp and my PayPal is underneath this video. Let's see. My Patreon is underneath this video, and a bunch of Ask an Aquarius merchandise and ArchAngel Michael merchandise is also underneath this video. So earth signs, we're going in alphabetical order today. Let me see. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So let's get with our Capricorns. Capricorn, check this out, right? Your card came like this. This is called the reverse. When it comes like this is called the upright. So for today's purposes, I'm going to leave it in the upright so you can see this beautiful artwork. But your card came up in the reverse. Okay? So what does that mean, Capricorn? Capricorn, when your card comes up in the reverse, the King of Shells. I really love this deck. Look at the pretty images on there. But I love it also because at the bottom you have keywords. So on days when I'm tired, the keywords remind me of what the card is about. Now at this point I've memorized them all, but that was very helpful in the beginning of my journey. So what does it mean to be the King of Shells reversed? Well, Capricorn, look here. The King of Shells reversed can be grouchy. The King of Shells reverse can be not in tune with his feelings, or he can be overly in tune with his feelings to the point where he's just like the biggest Debbie Downer. He's sad, he's depressed, either showing it or just being grumpy and not dealing with people. This is that kind of energy. It's not a happy energy. It's not a harmonious energy. It's the exact opposite from that. So the King of Shells is like Debbie Downer. And the King of Shells could be a guy or it could be a woman too. The court cards can be masculine or feminine. It really depends on your energy. Like for example, I often get masculine cards. Like for example, I always get the Knight of Cups. Always, all my life. It's one of my numerology cards, and I still get it when I pull it all the time. So it is a masculine card, but my masculine and my feminine is very balanced. So it does come up, especially when I'm in my masculine energy. So it can be either or. So if you're sitting there thinking, a king, I'm a woman, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just basically you 9 times out of 10, it's a commentary on the balance of your feminine and masculine side being on point. So Capricorn, because you're in this funky energy, I'm going to call it funky. Capricorn, you got to do what you got to do to cheer yourself up, Capricorn. If I were you, I would probably, because remember I said the last 2 weeks of November, again, the holidays. The holidays are a really big deal for a lot of people, and a lot of people find themselves depressed around this time, especially if they have lost loved ones. I know for me, the holidays were always a big deal in my family, and we always got together. So if you're somebody that they used to be a really big deal and now people are gone, or if you've broken up with your significant other, or if your kids are older and they're off doing their own thing, these kind of things can often cause depression around the holidays. So Capricorn, this could be something going on with you, but it also could not have anything to do with that. It could just be that you're in this funk, you're in this space for a plethora of different reasons. Whatever the reason is, I would suggest coming out of this. I would suggest seeing your therapist. I would suggest watching some comedy for 2 to 3 hours a day and laughing, raising up your vibration. I would suggest doing some emotional healing meditations. I would suggest talking to somebody that you care about, that's funny or that's caring. I would suggest using some rose quartz crystals, or maybe some green aventurine for the heart chakra. I would suggest doing whatever you want to do, whatever you're into, to work on your emotional self. You can raise your vibration through music, through the methods that I just named, especially laughter. That's a big one. If you Google laughter therapy, you'll see pages and pages about it. So Capricorn, don't let yourself be stuck in the mud. You know, you're earthy. Get out of the earth, Capricorn. Dig yourself out of it. And for some of you, this is going to be possible. It's going to be like, okay, well, if I put some effort here, I can do it. Other people, maybe not. You may need some help. You may need to see a professional. Maybe this is something you've been struggling with. But whatever the case is, don't give up on this, because I know a lot of people, including myself, who've struggled with this kind of energy. When I was younger, I struggled really bad with depression. I mean, really bad. And as I got older, I was able to fix that. I was able to heal that and deal with and balance that back out. Now, depending on why you're depressed, it depends. It could be situational depression. It could be clinical depression. It could be bipolar disorder. And only a professional can really help you figure that out and navigate it. So Capricorn, please do something about this vibration and don't just roll around in the mud. Okay. Now, Capricorn, this is really cool. This is your second card. This is 42, and this is the wild winds. Now, Capricorn, you have to listen carefully, because I'm going to read to you from the guidebook what this is about, okay? 42, wild winds. Do you hear the whispers in the wind? Have you ever been alone in nature when suddenly you hear a word or a sound, but no one is there? Earth Mama speaks to us in many ways, but it takes time and practice to hear her with clarity. At first you may wonder if it's just your mind playing tricks on you. Do not allow doubt to block the wisdom of the earth. The Wild Winds card commonly appears when a spirit or the universe has sent you messages in the form of synchronicities or patterns, like reoccurring numbers, symbols, colors, and shapes that you missed. This card is a nudge to open your senses to the messages that you have been closed off to. Sometimes a message can be so clear that it becomes overwhelming. Other times, messages are so subtle that you must be completely calm and still to see them. Either way, you are being called to make sense of the little clues being left for you. To do so, you must listen to your heart and trust that you know what is being presented to you. Don't overthink the synchronicities that come into your life. Do not try to approach them with logic and reason. Feel them in your spirit and know that your first instinct is often the correct one. Now, Capricorn, they gave you something really interesting with this card. It's called the Wild Winds Jar Spell. So for any of you who are interested, this is a spell that goes along with this card and can be beneficial for your energy at this time. It says here the only ingredients you need is a jar with a lid. This is probably the easiest spell you'll ever do, but you shouldn't underestimate its power. When you pull this card, or when there is a message you just can't comprehend, hold the jar in one hand and the lid in the other. Stand still outside in nature, preferably in a forest or a park with lots of trees surrounding you. Say aloud, "Nature spirits, speak into the wild winds, that which you have intended for me to know." Wait until you feel the wind blow and scoop the wind into the jar and close the lid. Place the jar beside your bed and ask the wild winds in the jar to enter your dreams and reveal the message. When your message is revealed, thank the winds and release them back to Mother Earth. That's interesting. Okay. All right, Capricorn, I'm feeling that. So, you got one more card, Capricorn. This is your love card, Capricorn. Drum roll, please. Family love. So, if I were you, Capricorn, this is another thing they were talking about when we spoke about your king being reversed. You should spend time with your family. Now, I'm not just going to say any family. You need to spend time with family that really you enjoy, family that you do have love and harmony with. For some of you, this might be just spending time with your significant other and your children. Maybe this year you need to bypass going to the big family shindig and the four of you go to, I don't know, the Outback Steakhouse for Thanksgiving dinner together. And maybe it's just you and your family, the four of you, five of you, six of you, maybe two of you, you know. Or maybe you do go see your whole family and you have an awesome time with them and it raises your spirits. Or maybe you don't have a family and you go to some friendsgiving kind of thing. I know that a lot of churches and organizations have Thanksgiving dinner for people who have nowhere to go. When I was in Philadelphia, the William Way Center had a Thanksgiving dinner for people who were in the LGBTQ plus community and did not have, a family that was accepting of them. So they had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving. And this center would do something for them. There's a lot of different things like that. You can create your own family by spending time with your neighbors. You can also maybe meet some other people and come together and you guys cook together. It doesn't have to be blood family. It could be some people that you meet up with once a week at your local group and you guys decide to come together, in the expat community in Costa Rica. All the expats, not all of them, but a lot of expats will meet up on Facebook and they will coordinate and go to each other's houses and, do things like that. So you do have some options is my point. So consider, since this is a love card, consider where is their love for you. And if there is no love for you, then that means that this is the perfect time to start creating a system. I know people who tell me they have no one, literally. And I don't know if when they say no one, they mean no one, like a hermit no one, but they very well could. And some people need to create a support system. All right, Capricorn, we're going to take this down now. So Capricorn, I hope that helps you. I know a lot of Capricorns, and I've seen them go through things like this, especially around this time of year. Capricorns have the tendency to be into tradition. So when anything disrupts a tradition, that can also be a large issue. All right, the next one here, let's get this glare out of your face so you can see that pretty bee. Isn't that bee pretty? Who is this? Let me see. We did this is Taurus. Taurus. Okay. So Taurus, let me show you your pretty card. You have the Three of Crystals, celebration and productivity. So we already know the celebration aspect of this time of the year. So Taurus, many of you will want to do family stuff. Tauruses have a tendency to be homebodies, and they usually are pretty family oriented, depending upon what else is going on in the chart and their circumstances too. So for many of you, it will be celebration. It will be cooking, the turkey, or helping out, or cleaning up. For many of you, it'll be family stuff, that kind of thing. And some of you are going to work. Oddly enough, some of you are going to be working through the holiday. Like, look, I'm gonna make this paper, and I cannot blame you. Cannot blame you at all. Take advantage if that's what you want to do. So it depends on where you fall, Taurus, if you're going to be working on actual work or if you're going to be working on family stuff, that kind of thing, collaborating, things like that. It could be you cooking at your home or anything along those lines. So for the last 2 weeks of November, this card is saying that you should be pretty busy and pretty productive in whatever it is you choose to work on. And let's see what you get. Ooh, your card is pretty, Taurus. You got number 2. Accept your gifts. What a beautiful card. Isn't that gorgeous, Taurus? She's pretty. All right, Taurus, you got some gifts to accept. Let's see what they say for you. Here you are. Your unique gifts are what make you who you are, and they are the most natural path to finding your purpose. For some, gifts may come in the form of a green thumb or an innate ability to heal animals. For others, their gifts might be compassion, strong intuition, and a naturally open heart. Gifts are as varied as the billions of people who live on this earth, and no two gifts are exactly the same. It is common to receive this card when you are doubting yourself and your natural talents. A part of us always knows what we're good at. We receive little moments of clarity when doing something that sparks curiosity, joy, familiarity, and excitement. Accepting your natural gifts is like the sun rising on a new day. It brings light and clarity after a period of darkness or a sense of feeling lost. Using your gifts will feel natural, as though you can't imagine how life would be without it. Doubting your gifts drains your power. If you are feeling unmotivated, lacking in energy, or confused, it is likely because you must learn to trust in yourself again. Believe in your ability to know what feels right in your soul. Accept your gifts. They will bring light to the path of confidence, joy, and fulfillment. Now they gave you accept your gifts affirmation. Affirmations can help you create new perspectives and positive, healthy thoughts about yourself. Look in the mirror as you say these words. Place your right hand on the surface of the mirror and your left hand on your forehead to stream energy from your reflection to yourself as you say the affirmations aloud. Repeat them once in the morning and then again before bed. All right, guys, this is your affirmations. You have 4 of them. Number 1, I am on purpose for a purpose on my sacred journey here on earth. I hold all the tools I need to walk my path. I look within to find answers to my questions because all that I need to know is within me. I am capable, worthy, and deserving of acknowledgement that I am sacred, gifted, and magical. Awesome. Awesome, Taurus. Awesome. Now, Taurus, you also have your last card, which is your love card. Taurus, I like your love card. That's a sweet one. Your love card says surrender to love. So, Taurus, you may have been or you may find yourself in these last 2 weeks fighting love. It could be for a plethora of different reasons. But this card tells you to surrender to love, to give in to love, to be open to love, you know, as long as it's right. If it's not toxic, if it's not hurting you, be open to it. You know, if it's a situation that you can be with this person and be happy, don't shy away from it because of old hurts or anything like that. This card is saying surrender to it, open to it, be about it, you know. So Taurus, if someone offers you love, at least be open to exploring it and maybe surrendering down the line. Okay, but this is a great vibration for anybody who really believes in true love. All right, now we're going to put this back. There we go. The last one here is Virgo. The Virgos. The Virgos have arrived. All right, my Virgos. 6 of Cups. This card is about, let me see. The keyword is sentimental and joy. This is really pretty. I'll need to show this to you. Check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? Otters. Otters mate for life. That's why I like otters. I read this somewhere once. I hope I'm right. But I heard that they mate for life. All right. So 6 of Cups So Virgo, the Six of Cups is a really good card in the upright. It's all about the past. So for many of you, the last 2 weeks of November, you may find yourself strolling down memory lane. For those of you who go home for the holidays or have the holidays come to you, I'm pretty sure that this happens a lot. Every time my family gets together, my friends come around, we all start telling those old stories, you know? So this is about the past, but the good parts of the past, the nostalgic parts, the sentimental parts, you know, the joyful parts of the past. So for these last 2 weeks, Virgo, this card is telling you to tap into that energy. This is also a very happy card. So even if you're not doing any of that, this card is talking about tapping into your inner joy. So what brings you joy is the question with this one, Virgo, and allowing yourself to experience it and to enjoy it and have fun with it. Virgos don't always do this. This is a very spiritual, spontaneous kind of energy, and the Virgos that I know, they don't always do spontaneous kind of joyful things. So this might take some of you out of your comfort zone, and some of you do. Like some of my wilder Virgo friends, they absolutely do. So this is something for you to tap into. Some of you, would take you out of your comfort zone, and for some of you, you might have just been busy because, you know, it's that time of year. So some of you might have been busy over the past couple of months, or you might be busy right now. But whatever the case is, take time for fun. Take time to enjoy life. All right, Virgo, we got to slide this one. There we go. How's that? Oh, she is beautiful, Virgo. You got the River Woman card. She's number 23. Let's check her out. All right, so I'm going to tell you what it says, Virgo. Isn't she beautiful? She looks like Aquarius to me with the jug and the water. That is beautiful. A river woman is in touch with the shifting currents of her soul. She embraces life as it comes, the gentle flow, the dammed up blockages, and the perilous rapids. How can she stay calm among such change? She knows every situation, no matter how challenging it may be, is in favor of her highest good. Every fear is an opportunity for her to rise. Every obstacle is a chance for her to grow. And every blessing is cause for celebration. She can flow through life like the wisdom of the earth's ancient rivers, dancing and sparkling, secure in the knowledge she will find calm waters again. When River Woman runs into your reading, she reminds you to trust in the journey mapped out for you by the universe. You may feel trapped in rushing rapids, hitting rocks at every turn, or maybe you are at a fork trying to decide which way to go next before you are swept one way or the other. Trust the universe knows your intentions. You are on course to reach your desires. You're exactly where you need to be while your sight is limited to the stretch of water immediately before you. The universe sees the entire river from the mouth to the tributaries and forks all the way to the sea. Now is the time to have faith and gather strength for the journey ahead. Fill in this time with journaling, gentle exercise, meditation, or creating for the sake of creation. Flow affirmation. When you pull this card, or when you need to remind yourself that you are guided and that everything is as it should be, recite this affirmation 11 times. Each time you say it, pour a little more trust and faith into your words until you are strong in your convictions. All right, I'll read all 4 of them. The first one is, I am exactly where I need to be. I am guided at all times in my journey. I am heard by my spiritual team. I am exactly where I need to be. All right, that is perfect. Love it. All right, Virgo, and your last card is your love card. I'm sorry, Virgo, but apparently you're going to be missing somebody. You're going to be missing a love. Maybe somebody from the past, maybe somebody that you broke up with recently or something along those lines. Virgo, I would say if you can call this person, if you can text them and say happy Thanksgiving, or happy holidays, or hey, I've been thinking about you, anything along those lines. If you miss somebody, tell them. So many people do this. I mean, if it's a situation where you can't tell them or they don't want to talk to you and they've made it very clear, then I understand that. But if the door has been left open and you are missing this person, tell them. Tell them you miss them. Swallow your pride, Virgo. You know, tell them that you miss them. Tell them that you care about them. Talk to them. You know, a lot of people nowadays, when they come to me for readings, so many of them tell me how, well, if only he would have called me, or only she would have let me know. Some people are waiting to hear those words. So Virgo, if you miss that person and there's any possibility at all, tell them. Okay? All right, guys. My earth signs, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. You come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.